Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have an inexhaustible supply of motivation? It's a question that's intrigued scientists, psychologists, and dreamers alike. The answer, many times, is rooted in the power of positivity. Positive thinking is not just a feel-good mantra to be uttered in front of the mirror. It's a powerful tool that can significantly increase motivation and productivity. How does this work, you ask? Well, when we focus on positive thoughts, our brain releases a surge of feel-good hormones. This surge can fuel our motivation, pushing us to take action and perform better. But don't just take our word for it. Let's consider the evidence. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that optimistic people, those who habitually think positively, are more likely to achieve their goals. They're not just happier, they're also more persistent, more resilient, and more successful. To illustrate this, let's turn our attention to an anecdote. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, the prolific inventor. Edison, who held more than 1,000 patents, is famously quoted as saying, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Despite countless setbacks, Edison remained positive and persistent, ultimately leading to his groundbreaking inventions. His success can largely be attributed to his positive thinking and unyielding optimism. Now, let's bring it back to us. Each of us has the power to harness positivity in our lives. It's about consciously choosing to focus on the bright side, expecting good things to happen, and believing in our abilities. This optimistic outlook can fuel our motivation, empowering us to strive harder, reach higher, and achieve more. In essence, the power of positivity is a potent force that can drive us forward, helping us overcome obstacles and achieve our dreams. It's not just about feeling good, it's about doing good and being good too. So, one could argue that the power of positivity is not just a myth, but a driving force for motivation. Did you know that the most successful people in the world aren't always the smartest or the most talented? That's right. It's not always about having the highest IQ or being the most gifted. It's about persistence. Persistence, or the ability to keep going in the face of adversity, is a critical factor in achieving success. It's about pushing through, even when the odds are stacked against you, even when there are obstacles in your path. It's about not giving up, no matter how tough things get. Think of it as a marathon, not a sprint. Success doesn't come overnight. It's a long journey, often filled with challenges and setbacks. But those who persist, who keep pushing forward, are the ones who reach the finish line. Many of the world's most successful individuals attribute their achievements to persistence over natural talent or intelligence. They recognize that it's not about how smart or talented you are, but how hard you're willing to work, how much you're willing to sacrifice, and how persistent you are in pursuing your goals. Consider the example of Thomas Edison, one of history's greatest inventors. He once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison made a staggering 1,000 unsuccessful attempts at inventing the light bulb, but he didn't give up. He didn't throw in the towel and say, "Well, I guess this just isn't for me." No, he persisted. And on his 1,001st attempt, he succeeded. Edison's story is a powerful testament to the value of persistence. It shows us that failure isn't the end of the road, but rather a stepping stone on the path to success. It reminds us that if we keep going, if we keep trying, if we keep pushing forward, we can turn our dreams into reality. So the next time you find yourself facing a challenge, remember the power of persistence. Remember that it's not about how smart you are or how talented you are, but how persistent you are. Remember that with persistence, you can overcome any obstacle, you can achieve any goal. Persistence, it seems, can indeed turn failure into extraordinary achievement. What if I told you that the biggest obstacle standing between you and your dreams is not external, but within you? That's right, we're talking about self-belief, a powerful force that can either propel you towards your goals or hold you back. It's the internal narrative that you tell yourself about who you are, what you're capable of, and how the world sees you. You see, people with a high degree of self-efficacy or the belief in their ability to achieve tend to set more challenging goals, and they're more likely to stay committed to these goals. It's like having an internal cheerleader, constantly reminding you that you can do it, even when things get tough. Consider the story of Elon Musk, the man behind SpaceX and Tesla. He was told by countless experts that his ideas were impossible, that he was bound to fail. But did he listen? No. He believed in himself, in his vision. And look where that took him. He's now considered one of the most influential people in the world, transforming industries and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. But self-belief isn't just for the Elon Musks of the world. It's for all of us. It's for the student who's been told they're not smart enough, the employee who's been overlooked for promotion, the entrepreneur struggling to keep their business afloat. It's for anyone who's ever had a dream and been told it's too big or too unrealistic. Self-belief is not about ignoring your weaknesses or pretending to be something you're not. It's about acknowledging your strengths, embracing your potential, and refusing to let self-doubt dictate your actions. It's about choosing to believe that you are capable, that you are worthy, that you can and will achieve your goals. So, remember, the next time you find yourself doubting your abilities, remind yourself of the power of self-belief. Remind yourself of the Elon Musks of the world who dared to believe in themselves even when no one else did. So believe in yourself, because your belief could be the launchpad for your success. Ever wondered why some people seem driven while others seem lost? It all comes down to one crucial thing: goals. Goals provide us with a sense of direction and purpose, acting as a roadmap that guides us towards our desired destination. Now, let's talk about the power of setting goals. Goals aren't just about saying, "I want to be successful." They're about breaking down that success into manageable, measurable steps that can be methodically achieved. This is where the concept of SMART goals comes into play. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Specific goals are clear and well-defined. Measurable goals allow you to track your progress. Achievable goals are within your abilities. Relevant goals align with your broader objectives. And time-bound goals have a deadline, creating a sense of urgency. This concept of SMART goals isn't just a fancy acronym. It's a proven method that increases motivation and productivity. When you have a clear, measurable, and achievable goal, it fuels your drive to reach it. When your goal is relevant to your overall vision, it gives you a sense of purpose. And when your goal has a deadline, it pushes you to take action. Let's look at a real-life example. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, a man who revolutionized the world with his invention of the electric light bulb. Edison didn't just wake up one day and decide to invent the light bulb. He set a specific goal to create a practical and affordable source of light. He made it measurable by conducting thousands of experiments. He knew it was achievable because he believed in his abilities. It was relevant because it aligned with his vision to improve people's lives. And it was time-bound because he knew the world couldn't wait forever. In conclusion, goals aren't just about what you want to achieve. They're about how you plan to get there. They provide structure, motivation, and a sense of purpose. So the next time you find yourself feeling lost or aimless, remember the power of goals. Remember that your goals are not just dreams, they're plans. Your goals are your guiding light, leading you towards your desired destination. So, what have we learned about the secret ingredients of motivation? In our journey today, we've traveled through some of the most profound truths of human potential. We delved into the power of positivity, a force so potent that it can change the course of our lives. We discovered that a positive mindset isn't just about feeling good, it's about cultivating an attitude that can turn challenges into opportunities and setbacks into stepping stones. We then ventured into the realm of persistence, a quality that defines the successful from the rest. Persistence is the grit that keeps us moving forward, even when the odds are stacked against us. Remember, the road to success is always under construction. It's persistence that keeps us hammering away, turning every brick of failure into a stepping stone to success. Next, we explored the impact of self-belief. The belief in our abilities, in our worth, and in our potential is the bedrock of success. The moment we start believing in ourselves, we become unstoppable. We learned that self-belief isn't something you're born with. It's something you build a brick at a time through every trial and triumph. We also discussed the power of goals. Goals give our lives direction and purpose. They are the compass that guides us, the lighthouse that keeps us from straying off course. Without goals, we are like a ship adrift at sea. But with them, we become the captains of our destiny, charting our course towards success. In essence, motivation is a cocktail of positivity, persistence, self-belief, and goal setting. Each ingredient is vital, and together they create a potent brew that can propel us towards our dreams. But remember, it's not enough to just know these ingredients. We need to mix them into our daily lives. Remember, motivation isn't something that happens to you. It's something you create. So go out there and create yours.